be recorded.
Okay, so what we were trying to do, let me just close the screen. Okay, we already created a sales order. So if I go to that sales order, or maybe we already created a sales order, but due to some reason, we were not able to process that. So I will open the same sales order, which we created in our last week session. So that was for our sales organization RC01, or it is RECH? RECH, okay. And this was the sales order that we created. Okay, and what error we were getting is if I'm trying to click on this and go for availability control, system is, see now it is working because I made the changes. The problem was that the MRP view of this particular material was not extended. Right? It is very important for the MRP view to be extended also, because of which we were getting the error. Okay, so even if I show you the other material that we were using yesterday, let me first confirm this, or maybe let's come out. So VA02, and the order that we were trying to see yesterday, the last order, where we created a separate material, okay, FG2. So even here also, if you just go to availability control, I think the availability control is already done for this. That is the reason it is not going. If you go to schedule lines, yes, you can see the item is already confirmed. The material is already confirmed, right? How? The reason was, if you go to material master, in the material master, your material should be extended for the MRP view. In order to perform the availability control, the material should be available in your MRP view. So what you need to do, as of now, I'm not introducing MRP in detail. At this stage, we will have a separate discussion on MRP. But at this stage, just ensure that for your plant and storage location, I'm in MM01. I need to go to MM02. Okay, for this particular material, you have to ensure that your MRP1 view at least is extended for the combination of your plant and storage location. And here you can either enter, if you don't want to include this material for planning, you can enter ND. If you want to include this material, you can include PD. So normally PD is what we assign here to our material master so that the availability control can take place. Right? Yesterday this was missing, and that is the reason we were getting the error that this material is not available in plant RC01. Actually, it was talking about this particular view of the material master.
Yesterday I was searching for this field MRP type in sales and plant sales tab. So I got confused why it is not there.
No,
Because
in the
we
sales
will
right, in the sales tab, this is related to MRP or availability control that we already maintained. So that was this one. If I show you in sales tab, this one, availability check.
no MRP type in telco we use MM42, 41, 43 as this creation of material. So in there in sales tab only we have the field for material MRP type. So I
That is
got confused
a
there.
different scenario, right? Yeah, you are right. That is a different scenario for telco and all.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, we'll come to that. So as of now, by just providing this MRP view, by just extending this MRP1 view of this material master, I just provided PD and that error is resolved. So we will discuss what exactly is MRP type, where exactly you will be able to see in different scenarios. We'll talk about that. But at this stage, let's continue with our sales order process so that we get a complete end-to-end understanding of what are the different phases of the sales order cycle. So what I'll do is we will process the same order which we created on day one. Instead of using this orders which we created yesterday, let's continue with the same order, which is 603. So this was the same sales order where we said that this is related to the trading goods, quantity is 10. Okay, and currently the problem was that there was no material availability of this particular material. So if I go to MMBE, I first need to verify whether the material is available or not. Okay, so I want to verify the availability of trading underscore goods for plant RC01. Okay, execute. So it will tell me whether the material availability is there or not. So definitely the material is available, which means we can continue to process this sales order. Okay, so normally what happens is whenever you create a sales order, if those material availability checks are already in place, system will automatically perform the availability check and it will tell you whether on the requested delivery date. See, customer has requested the delivery date on 20th of September. Okay, but the problem is you can see system is telling you on 20th of September, I don't have this, I cannot deliver this material. The reason is not because we don't have the stock. The reason is because of the factory calendar. You know, today is weekend, Saturday, Sunday. Normally, most of the companies don't work. So normally they enter the factory calendar in which they say that we are not doing the deliveries on Saturdays and Sundays, and that is the reason system is automatically proposing you the next working day. Right? System is proposing you that you can do the delivery on 21st of September 2020. Right? So if you agree, you have to click on this button, copy, even if the material is not available. Let's assume in our case, this material is already in the stock. But let's assume due to some reason, this material is not available in your stock. In that case, what system will do is system will verify whether we can purchase this material or not. For example, if I can purchase this material from outside within 7 days, then what system will do is system will tell you, okay, no problem, within 7 days this material can be procured. So you can commit the customer that the material will be delivered in next 7 days. So it is not necessary that the requested delivery date, what has been requested by the customer, you will be able to fulfill it. If you are not able to fulfill it, system will clearly tell you at the time of sales order creation itself that when it is possible to deliver this material. Okay, so click on copy. What will happen now is if you go to the scheduling lines, this is a tab which will allow you to check whether the quantity has been confirmed or not. So you can see the quantity is confirmed, but when you can only deliver on 21st of September. Before 21st September, system will not allow you to deliver this material to the customer. Once this quantity is confirmed, you can save this order. Okay. Now, if the quantity is already confirmed, this means system already knows that there is a sales order 603, which needs to be delivered on 21st of September. Right now, the sales team responsibility is done. They have created the sales order, and now it is delivery team's responsibility to ensure that this material has been delivered to the customer on time. Right? So once the sales order is created, you will be able to deliver the material using logistics, sales and distribution. Okay, here you will be going to shipping and transportation. You will be selecting outbound delivery. Whenever you are sending the material to the customer or maybe to a third party, you will be using outbound delivery, and here single document you will be able to use this transaction VL01N for the delivery. So if you double click on this, system will ask you from which shipping point you want to deliver the material. Okay, this shipping point, if you remember, it is already there in our sales order. So if I open the sales order screen, okay, if you go to VA03, sorry. Okay, for this particular material, if you double click, if you go to shipping information, if you remember, we entered the shipping point here, right? So our shipping point is RC01. This should be same. Whatever you entered in the sales order, you have to enter the same at the time of delivery. Okay, so here you will enter RC01. You will tell the system the date on which date you are performing this transaction, and you have to enter the sales order number. Now the problem is system is automatically capturing today's date. Okay, so if you try to execute this, you will get this error. See what is the error? No schedule line due for delivery up to the selected date. So selected date is what? Selected date is 20th. Up to 20th, there are no deliveries due. Delivery is only due on 21st of September, right? And that is the reason. In that case, if you are trying to do the delivery for the future dates, in that case, you have to select the date here properly. Okay, normally it is the same date because normally even the person who is doing the transaction, they will be also entering the day which falls in the week rather than doing on the weekends. But yes, if possible, you can change the date here, and you when you click on OK, system will automatically show you against the sales order which material is due, how much quantity is due. Okay, system will automatically give you that information. Okay, so what you need to do here is you can tell the system to pick the data. See now what happens in the company. Let's assume the warehouse. Now this warehouse will pick the material physically from that warehouse and they will deliver this material to the customer. So there is a separate picking stage and there is a separate issue stage, which means once the material is picked from the stock, then only it can be delivered to the customer. So first you have to go to the picking tab. In the picking tab, you will tell the system from which storage location how much material you want to deliver. Okay, how much material you want to pick. So delivered quantity is 10, but it may happen that out of 10 you want to deliver only 5 till now. Okay, so you can enter the picked quantity here, whatever has been picked. This is a storage location because the material is available at a particular storage location. So we are telling the system that we are picking this much quantity of material from this particular storage location and you are going to enter the picked quantity here. Okay, so let me enter this stage. So if I have a time gap between picking the material and doing the issues, in that case, I can just save just the picking document, right? As of now, I just picked it. I have still not delivered to the customer, right? If you are doing both at the same time, then using the same transaction, you can actually perform the PGI also. Okay, post good issue is nothing but PGI. So now once the delivery has been created, if you want to process this delivery, you have to go to the change delivery because the delivery number is already generated. When you click on change delivery, it will tell you what is the status. The status is the material has been picked. Now, if you want to deliver, if you want to issue, you will click on this post goods issue. Okay, but before you do that, let's verify what is the material setting. So if I go to this particular material, okay, I just want to verify because it will, when you do the post good issue, system will generate the accounting entry. And in order for the system to generate the accounting entry, there are some mandatory settings which needs to be there in the material master. So I'll go to MM03 for trading underscore goods, and I want to see the information related to accounting tab. Okay, accounting one tab for plant RC01. So you can see valuation class is 3100, and if I come down, you can see the price at which the material is currently available in the stock is 500 USD, sorry 5000 per unit, and total value of this material is 500,000 USD or INR. INR in our case, it is INR. So 5,000 INR is a cost per unit, and there are total 100 units, and that is the reason total value is 500,000 USD. Sorry, INR. In our case, how much we are selling now? We are uh, issuing 10 quantity, which means 5,000 multiplied by 10. That will become 50,000 INR is something the worth of material that we are issuing. Okay, and this accounting entry will be depending upon the valuation class. So see what will happen now. If I go to my delivery and if I click on this post goods issue, just click on this button, you can see system is asking us the GL account. System doesn't know which GL account would be posted. Okay, system wants to know which GL account should be triggered at this time of posting. So this is a integration between SD, MM, and FI. All three are involved in this configuration. Why? Because you are triggering the document from sales